prayers answered. Always wanted to have it. We were wrestling over the hot seats. Place. All right, tonight our speaker is a good friend of mine. He is an entrepreneur. He's a creator. He is a project manager. To be a creator and a project manager in the same shoes is amazing. He has built a business that we're learning a little bit more about, Boozy Bee. And so tonight, Tim's speech
It's not on there.
is not on there. He's going to keep us, it's a 5 to 7 minute speech in which he fulfills a pathway goal, which is our educational component, and we're called that a back pocket speech. Help me welcome Tim Storm.
I'm ready. You good? Did you know that you're unique? Did you know that there is no person or no entity anywhere in the world exactly like you? Did you know that? You can enter. Yeah. There are people who suffer today from something called imposter syndrome. Now, I didn't know about imposter syndrome until just very recently, because I do things on social media, and all of a sudden, at one time, I started hearing this term over and over and over again. Why? Why would anyone think that? Because in this time of social media engagement and speaking, there's people taking out their phones and doing all kinds of crazy things. It's like, why would they feel like an imposter? Because aren't they putting out their best self? And they are. But it's interesting. It seems that the imposter syndrome comes up whenever they run out of energy, whenever they get tired, whenever they get bored, or some kind of a life challenge comes up. Now, I use this as an example because we are all, with the exception of our lovely guest, public speakers. How many people do that? You came here because you could speak, but you fell away, right? Christy came here for her business to build that up. Juan and David both, in the lines of work that you're at, you saw a need to kind of build up those things because you communicate all the time. Jonna wanted to grow in her second language and be a better professional. And Karen is what she calls a serial entrepreneur. And she's doing things all the time, so she has to keep her words and her technique sharp. That's unique, guys. Something we do not do as Toastmasters is celebrate ourselves and what we can do. I'm standing here right now. I didn't write this speech, but I'm speaking to you from the heart because I've been seeing a trend that I do not like. I really don't like it. And I say that just for a point of that I'm concerned that maybe we're taking ourselves too seriously, for one. And two, we're forgetting where we are. In the 21st century, in 2025, we are at this place to where we can communicate with somebody in South America. Last time I thought it was like at least 3,000 miles, right? Francisco's in the 1% just because he's out there talking to us in a place where he's commonly speaking Spanish every day. He's practicing this art of communication in an amazing way. And I celebrate you, Francisco, for the fact that you are still doing this. And he's also a member of 2 Toastmasters clubs right now. So, and I encourage you, I hope you found some Spanish-speaking Toastmasters down there. That way you can polish up your speaking in Espanol. But see, things like this put us in a very unique place. And it's not that we're imposters. It's that we're unique. Now, what does that word unique mean? Unique means that it's only you, right? And we, as social people, as social animals, we want to be part of the clique. Because there are some Toastmasters clubs out there that they don't do pathway speeches. They don't do speech craft. They just kind of show up, pal around like it's church or something, or, having coffee on Saturday mornings. And they don't do anything to come together. And there's nothing wrong with that. But how do you grow? How do you get better in your organization? How do you develop your second language? It's like one of my goals, I would love to be able to speak publicly with a larger organization in Spanish. I'm not there yet. I'm terrible, and I admit that. But our uniqueness is the mainstay. And then the sheer fact that we're together, I need everyone to say with me right now that, don't do it yet, but when I say it, I want you to say, I am unique. 1, 2, 3.
I am unique.
As you say that, it's an affirmation, right? When you speak things out, it's an affirmation. And it reminds us that we are unique. Let's also consider this. In your uniqueness, you have purpose, correct? You have purpose in your field, in your career, in your home, in your family, in yourself, in your faith. Uniqueness combined with purpose makes you much stronger. That purpose or definitions, like in the military, I consider myself a soldier for a little while. Then I became a leader. Then I became a civil engineer. I consider myself, even to this day, to be somewhat of an engineer. But I can't get a job as an engineer. So if I can't get a job as an engineer, if I can't do the work all the time, am I an imposter? No, I'm not. But I do have the skills to get the job done, whether I can get the job or not. Is that important to me? Yes. Is that important for somebody who must have a degree professional engineer to do the job? No, not really, but they know what they want. But that's okay. I still know I'm unique. So one more time, let's all say it again. I'm unique.
I'm unique.
Okay. This uniqueness gives us power. In Toastmasters, we are in a place of 1%. You hear the 1% all the time when it comes to monetary things. Like, 1%, you're the elite. You've got all the extra money, what have you. Did you know that not everyone can do what we're doing right now? Did you know out on Facebook that you might be able to do a video, but can you stand up in front of a group and talk? We can do that. Johnny, you can do it. Elijah, you can do it. Dave, you can do it. Chris, you can do it. Wanda, you can do it. Karen, you can do it. And Ashley, and I would love to invite you to try it too. You can do it too. And Francisco, you can do it. These unique purposes, these unique personalities give us power. And in closing, I would encourage you to remember that. I would challenge you to stay unique. I would also challenge you to do not listen to detractors that drag you down and put you among the flock, among everybody else. Because